The goal of eating is to obtain plenty of nutrients in an easy to digest manner, and it's one that our bodies are naturally suitable for. Well, while there seems to be, no need to go completely raw or to declare yourself a raw vegetarian, so to speak, making sure to consume at least some few vegetables and fruit every day is important for just about everyone. Well, eating them raw is said to be the most ideal. And when you go on YouTube, you get to find a number of videos about how, vegetarians tend to mix their fruits and a lot more of the natural vegetables to put together the great diet that they have. I tell you, when you tend to practice that also, you tend to have a very non-cholesterol body type. All the types that we have around. Pot bellies mixed with a lot more flour and carbohydrates and fat and things like that. And that is why we have the gentleman in that very video in the studio, but somebody I've always known too for a very long time, having worked with TV for a number of years now, educating people about why you need to take the best of what is natural to keep your body fit and also get the best for your body. And I have in the studio Dr. Aris Latham, Sunfire Food. Thanks for joining me. You're the one in the video.
Yes, I am.
Thank you. You're a Rastafarian?
I am an African.
You're an African.
Yes.
Thank you. And then another African is Dr. Sharita Yazid, vegan All Stars.
Greetings.
Thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having us. Yes.
All right. Right. Now, basically, we're here to do something very, not novel, but exciting as well. We have a number of vegetables and we decided to mix some few things. And Dr. Latham, can I call you Aris?
Yes, please.
Yeah, Aris will be helping us do a lot more of the mixes as to how we need to make sure we mix the raw foods that we have in our society or our farms, etc., we find on the market, and how that is also nutritious or not for our body. Okay, but I would want to ask you, what's the difference between raw food diet and what the vegetarians say, let's say vegan diet?
Okay, well, we actually call it raw food.
Raw?
Yeah, which is sun food. And the difference is that...
Raw food?
Raw foods, right.
That's sun food?
Sun foods. And the implication is that the food is already cooked by the sun. So we're using foods that are really cooked foods. But the concept evolves around the fact that it's all fresh foods, it's plant foods, and we don't cook the sun out of the food. So the entire growing period is actually the cooking process of these fresh plant foods.
Okay, let me get this straight.
Yes, sir.
They're raw. Raw.
They're raw.
I mean,
yes.
Fresh.
Correct, fresh.
They're not cooked. They're not, heat is not added.
They've been cooked by the sun. They're not been interfered by human beings with the artificial cooking process that we do on stoves.
So what did you do to say?
I just chopped it up. So I'm an artist, I'm not a chef.
Oh, very interesting.
The sun is the chef. The sun cooks for everyone on the planet. It's only one chef here.
Right. But Dr. Yazid, who really can benefit from raw food, so to speak?
Oh, everyone.
Or the diet food.
Yeah, everyone can benefit from it, because food is supposed to be healing and it's supposed to be sustaining. It's not supposed to be something that just satisfies your hunger. Because when we get into that habit, then things become habitual, where we get into eating lots of sugars, lots of meat. We pretty much have a starch blood diet, amongst most black people in the world. And we don't do enough, fruits and vegetables and things that are just raw for the body. So when you take it in the food this way, if you're going through any sickness, you would heal so fast. It speeds up the healing process. It gives you energy. And it, like I said, it sustains your energy as well. And it keeps you where you're supposed to be. We're not supposed to be tired, dull, diseased, ill. We're supposed to be always energetic. That's how God put us here. That's the image of God. And we're not living in the image.
So let me get this straight, Dr. Yazid. You're saying that, not that we won't get sick, but we'll get less sick. But even when we get sick, we'll heal quickly.
You'll heal faster. People with cancer, AIDS, diabetes, high blood pressure, fibroids, prostate problems, whatever it is, all diseases have an answer. And like I said, this is one of the ways to get there faster. It's a lot of discipline, but this is a delicious way to eat, you know, raw foods.
So you want to make something for us? I asked the questions and you keep asking.
Yes, I'm going to toss together what I've prepped here. And basically, this is all Ghanaian food here.
Oh, you mean you found them locally?
Yes.
All locally.
You found them in the market?
In the market. This is coconut jelly.
Oh, sir.
The meat from the coconut, the young jelly coconut.
Can I take some before? You know, sometimes in the kitchen you can do
Oh,
some of
yes,
those things.
yes.
Jelly. You call it jelly?
Yes, coconut jelly. Yes, that's soft.
You know, that's how we say it in the Caribbean.
Yes.
It's familiar, right?
I actually don't like the coconut. I take a lot more of the jelly most of the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you're going to see it in a different form.
Yeah. So we use it as how you would use, say, the texture of fish. You know, we take we fillet it and we just julienne it like that. This here is squash.
What is
Squash, zucchini.
Like the zucchini squash.
Zucchini squash. And we just do it on a hand machine, just spiralize,
Wow,
and that's
wow,
it.
wow.
Of course, you recognize the
Yeah,
tomato.
tomato.
This is the heart of the tomatoes. This is the chives,
Yeah.
this small spring onion.
We call it spring onions, yeah.
Well, this is chives. This is more garlicky. It's more
Right.
stronger than the spring onion.
Great,
Yes.
great.
This is pumpkin. Just fine.
Not carrots.
No,
Looks
just
like
pumpkin.
carrot. Pumpkin.
Fine shredded pumpkin.
Dr. Yazzie, do we have, you've lived in Ghana for years, so
Yeah,
do we
been
have
20 years.
pumpkin in Ghana?
Yes, you do.
You can get it
Especially
in the
in the
malls?
north. Yeah, you can get it in
In
the
the north?
market.
Yeah, we bought this here.
It's come from the north. A lot of times when you have, and the funny thing about in the north, they use the leaves a lot, as opposed to the
And not the
pumpkin.
pumpkins.
Yeah, yeah.
The type of pumpkins you find in the West, same pumpkins or different?
Pretty
types?
much
Yeah,
the
it's
same.
the same.
Yeah,
It's the same.
Yeah.
And of course, this is the eggplant, which in Jamaica we call the garden egg, and it's been marinated in lime juice.
We call it garden
overnight.
egg.
You call it
yeah.
garden
Oh,
egg here
yes.
too.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah, we call it garden
We
egg.
marinate it in lime juice overnight to remove the bitterness from it.
Sharp.
And we have our onions. So all of this we toss together. Well, of course, we have a little hot pepper here.
Chili.
Chili pepper.
So you're going to mix all?
We toss this all together. And what we do also, we're going to add some salt. So this is sea salt, very coarse sea salt. This is allspice, pimento powder, and oregano leaves. So all this gets just tossed up
Fantastic.
really well together here.
And Dr. Yazzie, as Dr. Aris is doing this, it also means that you need to know the type of veggies you want to mix, or it doesn't matter, you can experiment.
Oh yeah, that's one thing about Doc, is he would tell you that no recipe is ever the same. It's been 40 years he's been doing this. He's the one that started the raw food movement. You can look him up in the Food and Wine Encyclopedia as the one who started the raw food movement.
Very
but
interesting.
it's so many different dishes. I mean, pies and pizza, you know, brownies, different types of pastas, and so many different things, you know, even burgers, even cheeses. So many different things that you can make, you know, in the raw form. We even had okra stew raw.
Wow.
Yeah, yes, yes. So you'd be really surprised at the flavor that you can get with this. This is the tomato.
And now we're going to add some tomatoes. These are sun-dried tomatoes.
Let me see.
They've been dehydrated, and they're packed in oil. So we have the olive oil. So it's going to be just whole tomatoes right
So
in
they're in
here.
garlic oil?
Yeah, garlic, olive oil. Yes.
And just to say, this is one of the products that we can do in Ghana, because a lot of tomatoes go to waste. And this is one of the products that, you know, we can make here.
Yeah, we just you just dry them in the sun. They don't have, you don't need a special machine for it.
And all these are for vegans or vegetarians?
It's for everybody.
Yes, these are all plant
for everybody.
foods. All fresh plant foods.
But Dr. Harris, Yazid, you have stayed in Ghana a lot of the time.
I've been here 10 years.
My diet throughout my life has been filled with rounded balls of carbohydrate, that's in banku, fufu, etc.
Yes,
it will take me some strength for me to be able to eat this. How many years do I need to psych my mind to be eating this?
Oh, you don't need a you don't need any years. You just take the moment right now.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
see, when you're sick, that's when you're really quick to try to make a move. Is when you're feeling healthy and strong. But as soon as you come to find out something is wrong, that's when we want to do something. We don't want to wait till it's too late. This is prevention.
So, Dr. Harris, nutritionally, how do these foods help you, so to speak?
Well, the main thing is that the body doesn't have to process these foods extensively like you would have to process cooked food. They have their digestive enzymes, so they break themselves down. So you would not get sleepy after you consume this food.
I see.
Yes, so the body turns this into energy very, very quickly. And also the big plus about this, it doesn't leave toxic waste behind.
Okay.
So, you know, it's easy to access carbohydrates.
So it means that for us who are media people, journalists, we don't like sleeping, etc. These are some of the foods we need to be eating.
This is perfect. You know, myself, you know, I'm 69. And I travel extensively throughout the world. And normally, I don't need more than 5 hours sleep per night. You know, so I have lots of energy and I can constantly just produce, and I'm very active. I'm very athletic as well.
As a man, are you active?
Very active, yes. I have
As a man.
I have all my stamina, you know, in the right places, you know, and I don't get tired, you know.
No medicine.
No medicine.
How old are you?
And no disease. 69.
Great.
Yeah. Hey, yes.
Right.
True.
But then, how do we start?
We
The
sta-
whole the whole revolution of making sure, let's say you make people go around and they can take this as many times as they want, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, you can start by coming to some of our workshops and dinners that we're going to be having going on. Starting tomorrow at the Sage Pot in East Legon at the Dimensions Wellness Center. And then next weekend from the 25th to the 27th, we have a workshop. If you want to be part of it, it's a certification course. To have this man on your resume, trust me, as a cook, regardless of whether you're a vegetarian cook or not, to have him on your resume is a good thing. So it's 1,600 Ghana cedis for the full course. And if you want to take, and it's done in 5 sessions. And if you want to take just 1 session, it's 320 Ghana cedis per session.
Okay.
Trust me, it's a discount because normally his class is $3,000.
Dollars.
Yes. Now, and then we also, if you can't make the class, we have a Kente demo feast, which we're going to have 3 hours of just feasting and him doing demonstration of doing different things. That's 100 Ghana cedis. That will be Sunday the 27th from 5 to 8. And if people want more information, they can WhatsApp me at 0544
0544. We'll put the
75
numbers on the 0544
750
0544
750
750
597.
597. Again,
0544
0544
750
750
597.
5997.
No, 597.
597. Okay, it's okay.
0544.
597. No, they'll get it.
They'll
put
get
on
it?
the line.
Okay, you sure?
But,
Okay.
but do we find your videos on YouTube, etc.? Because we have a YouTube channel and we do a lot more social media and things like that. Do you have?
Yes,
are you on YouTube?
I have quite a bit of
Plenty.
videos on YouTube.
Lots.
Yeah,
So we
lots
just
of
have to
material.
go Google or maybe perhaps also look for Dr. Aris.
Aris Latam.
Aris Latam.
Yes.
For many of the places that you go, and even though they have the raw vegetables and the fruits in their countries, but they
Yes.
don't tend to use them nutritionally. How alien do they think your ideas are or not?
Well, right now, what I do, it's in great demand throughout the world. So I am extremely busy, and I go to places in remote places around the world and in major metropolitan in India. I've been to Dubai, China, Russia, lots of these places. When I leave here, I am on my way to Argentina, to the World Veg Fest. So I'm the feature presenter there at this
Wow.
act. And
Wow.
Argentina, they're big meat eaters. But you know what people are tired of being sick these days, and they're recognizing that a lot of these diseases.
And eating a lot of fat and meat makes us sick.
Oh yes, yes,
Right.
and cooked carbohydrates as well. So we
All
have
right.
to be careful.
We have to wrap up because our time is up. But
Yes.
we know that before next we have to bring you once again. And
Yes.
if you are around, it means you have to come find some veggie recipes for us. Would
Yes,
that be
yes,
good?
and then just come and join us. Like I said, call us, and then we'll tell you everywhere we're going to be over the next week and a half. And you have to come and even just to meet a man who's 69 years old, no medicine, has all the energy that you have and probably even more. When he was here in February, he was the oldest. The next, I think I was the next. The youngest was 29. He outran him, outdid him and everything. So it makes a big, big difference, trust me.
Well, thank you very much. It's the art of eating or mixing or putting together raw food, as you saw written on your screens there. But it's about how we have enough of the vegetables and the fruits and the raw foods that we have in our society that we're not using. And we've had in the studio helping us know a lot more about how we can do that, and also learn a lot more about that Dr. Aris Latham. Some fire food. You can just go to YouTube. You get a lot more of his videos. Aris is normal Aris, and then Latham, and then Dr. Sharita Yazid. Thanks for passing through.
Thanks for having us.
All right. And that'll be it for the show this morning. I hope that you've enjoyed the Friday edition of the AM show. As always, we have regular programming taking place on this very channel. But please make sure you join the AM show team same time on Monday. Bye-bye. Have a blessed weekend.